Alrighty, we should be popping on here. Should be popping. Should be popping. See here. Come on about 2-3 minutes early just so everybody can start logging in. I see numbers starting to grow now on the X split. The X split of the plit of the split. Dog is going crazy, man. She got all those shots yesterday. I figured she'd be down. Nope. She's over there smelling a box 87 tops. We give it here a couple minutes, and then we'll get the random done at right at 3. I think if you come down on the bluegrass. I'm sorry, I'm reading this out loud for the Lexington show. Yeah, but you gotta go through Lexington. It's like on the north end. I'll have to look again at the map. There's a show in 2 weeks I'm gonna go to in Lexington. What's up, CBC? How you doing? We're gonna do a little break action here today. Whoa, pug down, no, bad. Not during breaks. See, as soon as I start talking, man, every animal in the house comes in here. And I thought the dog would be asleep. Yeah, you sleep, but no. She's been like wide awake for the last 25 minutes. I don't think she has to go out, but this is a quick break. You just keep your little nose down. She woke me up at like 6:30, so we should be good for a little bit. Oh, hey Greg, I owe you a refund on shipping. When I do the packaging up, I'll send it back with the cards. Because if you buy cards with a break, it'll still charge you. It's weird, but I'll kick that back to you. Meant to do that earlier, but I have a note in the side here, and it just remind me. I do them every now and then. I'm not real big onto the breaks. If I can do a pre-order break at a cheap, reasonable price, then yeah, definitely will do it. And I totally forgot about the Astros being the trash can team. I don't know why. And guys like, I'd close it out for you, but I hate the Astros. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh man, yeah. I'm like, that's why they haven't gone. I don't have a lot of people like the Astros anymore ever since their cheating scandal, man. So we'll probably just start doing this random to the break. I'll get offer them up, and if not, we'll just random off. Oh, I need gloves. Let me grab some glove action here. Boom. Oh, I had them at 60. We got a good bit of people popping in. What's that, Parker's car or Parker card break? Sorry, man. I was trying to say Parker cards. Alrighty, here. Let's get the random done for the Astros. Pull her up here. Boom. Let me get on the right screen here. I do digital dice, 3 dice, as everybody knows. Unlucky 13. Top person, I just paste this with names and teams so that way everybody knows who and what and stuff like that. So, top one on 13, it's a half case, 6 boxes, CBC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Mike with the Indians. Congrats, sir. I'm just going to take you out of the Dodgers and put you with the Astros, sir. All right. Let me close this down. That way that's off the screen. Oh, man, I wish I would. I already told everybody in the email I was going to just random off. Let me pull that up. What's up, Brian? I just seen you pop in. Let me log on to my account here real quick, and I'll post that in there for everybody. Ooh, multi-rounder. View giveaways. Bada bing. There's your guys' code if you want to look around for round and all that stuff. Congrats, Mike. I'm not too sure if you're an Astros fan or not, but hey, you hit a nice Astros card. Might be good for resale. All right, let me get these glovages on here. Hey, tomorrow I'm going to come on the afternoon if ain't nobody's on. And I have a box of 87 tops that I dug out of the closet I'm going to open. Nothing big, but I'm just looking for them PSA 10 bows, berries, marks, all that stuff. Alrighty here. I'm pretty sure that Mike's not going to sell or trade. And I think he just watches from his phone, if I recall right, anyhow. Let's go. Let me think here. Left or right? Let's go left, then we'll go right. Good luck to everybody in the break. Everything will ship out on Monday. Oh, anytime, man. I try to go through everybody's videos and make comments onto it. Usually it's on weekends, but sometimes on nights where there's nobody on or I'm just like trying to, relax, I'll do it then. Actually, I should have kept that box there so I could put these on. That's a dead box, so everybody knows. Well, that's a pretty thick card in there. And we're starting off with a banger. Aaron Judge. 9 out of 25 for the Yankees and Adam. Adam, about time I pull you some nice Yankee stuff. What's up, Jack? Don't know the size. Let me see which size. It's definitely not going to be that. What are these? Oh, too big. This one. Starting off with a nice one right off the bat. Mr. Aaron Judge. Did you see where my wife forgot that? Oh, yeah. I seen that in the Mountain Gorilla's room. Yeah. It happens, man. It happens. Uh-oh. You gotta be kidding me. Boston Red Sox. Charles. Holy cow, we've got some fire coming up here. 101. Bat barrel, baby. All right, I gotta go get a one touch. I was not ready for that. And I think that's a 180. Wow, dude, wow. That's what you get when you close something out, Charles. That's what you get. You see, I'm stoked. I don't know where the 180s are. Oh, there they are. I'm over here stumbling for a 180. That is the first bat barrel / knob 101 I have ever pulled for anybody, including myself. The sad part is I have no idea who the next guy is. I will not lie. Nah, it's all good, man. It happens. Trust me, whenever I was having my girlfriend do it at the time, she messed up big time, too. I don't know if that's going to fit. Hold on, Charles. Let me see if I can get this to fit in here for you, buddy. Man, this is sweet. I'm like still shaking on it. Yep, it fits. Bat barrel. Woohoo! I am a sucker for these. I will not lie. No, I gotta move it over here. Put it like right there. Man, we only in the first box of a half case. I do not know this guy for the Cubs. I will not lie. Robel Garcia out of 299. It's a rookie card. Yep, Bat Barrel 101. Them Red Sox. They were like one of the last. Well, what it was he was going to buy out the rest. I think he had like the Twins and somebody. He's like, I'll buy them out. But I don't want the Astros. I'm like, well, if you buy it out, I'll just random them off the Astros. And lo and behold, last one of the last teams to go, boom, Bat Barrel. That is sweet. Charles, I will put insurance on that for you. Don't worry about it. Heck, I don't even know if you're watching. We got an extra card in this one. Brandon Rogers, Rockies out of 299. Parker, don't worry about it, man. I mean, it happens. Like I said, I was going to go into a story with that, but yeah, girlfriend had time for him. I mean, she was trying to help me out in shipping when I was down from having a double kidney stone, one in each kidney. And she's like, "Oh, I got this for you." And what she did, she forgot to team bag the card. She stuck it in a thank you card. Luckily, though, the card didn't come out the whole way. But man, I was like, oh. But it's not. Yeah, she learned after that. It's no big deal. Philadelphia Phillies, number 1/125. Reese Hoskins. Who had the Phillies? Mike. Who had the Rockies? Greg. We got you hit. Come on. There we go. Let's see if these will fit into 79 pointers or not. A little tight. Blue Jays, Kevin Biggio for Benny. Man, a lot of you guys have been around for a while, from Breakers TV to when I was helping out that one room. Man, I just sit there thinking about all of it. Up last, they give us an extra card in this box. Brew Crew rookie, Trent Grisham or Grisham, $2.99. Brew Crew Charles. Man, first box, a Judge and a freaking 101. What's the odds of us doing it twice? I've seen it before happen. So should fit. Jack, I am. Do you know what time that starts? I thought he said 5 p.m. Eastern, but I cannot remember. There's two big thick cards in this one. There's no booklets in this, I don't believe. Woo! Who has this team? Man. Charles, you killing it, brother. Fernando Tatis out of 150. I just like getting the horn going. Not a rookie, but still a nice card. Man. I forgot you had the Padres, too. I thought there was another team on there. Twins, Padres, Bo Sox. I'm going to tell you now, not all cases have been insane. This has been lucky. For the Yankees and Adam, Tanaka, I just saw text come up out 395. Oh, I guess he's on like a very, very long delay or something. Oh, he has YouTube. Nope, that's not going to fit in those. Where are these ones? I'll see if I got 180s. So it'll be a little bit smaller to put those in. Let me look, see if I got 180s back here, because you got to have so many different types of top loaders, from 180s to 197s to freaking everything anymore for different cards. Ugh. All right, this will fit better in a 180 than this. That's fine. We'll leave Slave in there. Man, I can't believe it. A Bat Barrel. First one I've ever pulled for anybody, to include myself. I'm so happy. I have Saber 2s. But I've been burning through them, man, for all these orders. What the heck is that? Okay. Bobby Bradley for the Indians. That's Mike. Make sure I only got one Mike in here on the list. Yeah, thought so. I just put 180s. Man, I look like, if you see all these top loaders everywhere when you do a break anymore with stuff like this, you never know what you're going to need. And followed by a Bobby Bradley, what do you call this? Copper or bronze autograph out of 25 rookie for the Indians, and Mr. Mike Rowe. Man, what a box! What boxes so far? This is just craziness. Oh, I bought like, I don't know what it was. I think I had like half a case of them here, but I started pulling stuff out of them, so they kind of look used. Part of them, I think I still got 200 or 250, whatever, come in a box, brand new. Oh, this is a light pack here. Is there a redemption? Nope. Woo! I can't even get the horn to work. It's like dying here. Who has them? Vinny! Luis Robert out of 199. Congratulations, sir. Beautiful card. And I'll be expecting the message that you want a picture of this anytime on my phone. Well, I guess I got to take the old Extreme piece down here. I don't even know where to put all these now. All kind of crazy hits here. Oh, that's really bright there. There we go. Woo! A little Dodgers out of 395. Mr. Clayton Kershaw. Dodgers are Mr. Bates. First time I said your name today, sir. Oh, there's Vinny. Heck yeah, I knew you'd want a picture of it. Hey, this is a pure fire, man. Judge, 101 Wade Boggs, freaking Bat Barrel, that Luis Roberto Tatis. Hunter Dozier for the Royals, and the Royals were taken by Mr. Rowe as well. Congrats. All right, let me slide this way in my hand. Honestly, I thought this was a redemption box here because it was light when I picked it up right now. What's up, Void? This has been explosive. That's a little different. What's this for? I don't know. Oh, Detroit Tigers. Man, it's right in front of me, too. Jake Rogers. They kind of stamped that 77 a little bit off. I'm been sitting there staring at it, man. Mike. Nice card, sir. Is Bichette live? I think Ichiro was a redemption. That's about all I remember. Brew Crew, Mr. Kane, patch. Charles too. Wow. 180s. Okay. Maybe in the last box. Aaron Savali for the Indians. Mike. It's been about time we actually had a freaking hot box, man, or hot half case. This definitely has been it. Last box, guys. Good luck. There's a clear one per case, right? I could get this pack out. There we go. Not on bottom. I think clear one is one per case, if I recall right. Could this be the clear one in here? Come on, baby. Give us a clear one, because then we would have sniped this whole half case. I pity who got the other half. I want to see who it was. Alrighty, here. Wow, I forgot about this dude playing for the Yankees. Tino Martinez. Oops, there we go. That will be the either if you could call it copper or bronze autograph going out to Adam too. Congrats, sir. It's out of 25. That's what I thought. I don't think we have the clear one. No, we don't. Hunter Dozier for the Royals out of 395. That's 130s. Where did them 180s go? That's weird. These are just too big for 130 and just a tad small other way. Last up, Blue Jays out of 299, Gurriel Jr. I saw the G and the Jr. when I pulled it out. That's why I was like, man, please be Vladdy. 299. Wow. What a half case for freaking hits today. Oh, that case is done. Let me open these up real quick. Yeah, I don't break as much as we used to, but man, some of the stuff we've been hitting craziness in. All right, you guys all see that was the empty box I used for display. I wasn't picking on Tino at all. Alrighty, here. Quick recap. Gurriel Jr., Blue Jays. Dozier. It's lost focus. It's still not. There we go. Royals. Tino Martinez, Yankees out of 25. Savale out of 299. Kane for the Brew Crew. Man, it does not like me, this freaking camera today. It doesn't help that there's clouds coming in and out outside, if you guys have noticed. Tigers, Jake Rogers auto out of 99. Hunter Dozier out of 299. Royals. Kershaw for the Dodgers, patch out of 395 for jersey. Bobby Bradley out of 25 silver, or not silver, copper or bronze, whatever they're using, auto. Bobby Bradley, Jersey Indians. Tanaka out of 395 Yankees. Fernando Tatis out of 150. He should have been on a little display. We'll put him off to the side. Trent Grissom out of 299. Brew Crew. Biggio for the Blue Jays out of 395 jersey. Hoskins out of 125 Phillies. Brandon Rogers Rockies. Robel Garcia was the Cubbies. Who had the Cubs? Cubs. Ken? Forgot that. I mean, I was all stoked in the beginning, man, because we just started on fire. I'll put Tatis over here. So I had these on stands. Aaron Rodgers out of 20. Aaron Rodgers. What am I doing? Aaron Judge out of 25. Bronze or copper, however you want to say it, autograph. Congrats, Yankees. Vinny. There's your Robert out of 199. Congrats. And the first time I've ever pulled one of these, or a bat knob, that is a true 101 of Mr. Wade. Well, come on, here we go. Wade Boggs. Man, I cannot believe it. That is something to be scratched off the list. Vinny, remember I was on Mike Trout forever? I couldn't pull one of his. I think now I've hit them all across the board. Ichiro, Griffey, everybody. Ooh, that thing there will catch a couple hundred easy. I don't even know what those. I'm guessing at least minimum between 5 and 1,000 somewhere. That's just my guess. I have no clue. I haven't looked these up. I buy bat knobs and barrels occasionally on eBay. And I use that very loosely because they're pretty pricey. A lot of times I'll get them on if they're on an auction and try to get them at least down a little bit. Put these cases up here for next time. I mean, overall, really good half case. Yeah, I mean, it's where he started at. I know he went down Florida for a little bit with, I believe it's the Marlins he was on? Or Rays. No, he was a Rays dude for a little bit or something. I remember he was on one of them because they all went down there. I did not. Tampa, that's it. Yeah, I was going to say, I knew it was one of them. I remember him and a bunch of other dudes went down there, like, to end their career, basically. Yep. So, Brad, I didn't hit you anything. No Braves, no Nats for Eric. Brad had the Angels, Mariners, Rays. None. Yeah, I think this thing is just so sweet. Man, they even got that slugger piece in there. I love it. I love it. I will hook Brad and Eric up and Brian. Brian, I got something for you too. I forgot Brian had the Pirates. I'm just looking at the names on there. This is a hard break, even with a full case, to be honest. Hey, what's up, Jeff Airtime? How you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what he'll do with it, to be honest. No idea. But wow, what a hit! And what was weird was I saw the back of it, and I'm like, "What is this big fat piece on it?" And I seen limited lumber relic card. I'm like, "Can this be a bat barrel?" It sure was. I'm telling you what, I mean, for breaks, I mean, I looked at Jacobs yesterday. He had a full case of it. If you guys like getting into breaks and stuff, join the Monsters Den. I know a lot of you have. Um, I will break in there when I have actually get full cases occasionally and stuff like that. Oh, Jacob didn't hit anything at the Mets either. I've seen that too. Forgot he was in the break. But man, I don't have anything PC related for Jacob though. I'll just give him hugs and kisses later. Brian, I actually found some Ricky Hendersons for you. When I was going through some stuff. Uh-oh. What time are you starting tomorrow there, Jeff? Dang. Man, Jeff, I forgot to give you mods. Vinny, you need mods. You've been around with me for since like the dawn of time, like Brian. Who else was in here I didn't have on mods? That was everybody. All right. Yeah, I'll stick them in that package for you. I keep forgetting every time I send stuff out to you, but I'm gonna open this 87 tops tomorrow, and I'll see if there's any in it too. If you guys are into trivia, Jeff Airtime does trivia on Sundays. He's free. You guys can feel free to link each other and stuff like that. I just can't do it from the way I have it set up right now. Yeah, he does trivia for cards he sends out there, buddy. So check him out. CBC opens up stuff as well too. Void has a channel. I don't know who else on here. I was trying to see. Parker Card Breaks was on here. He has a channel. Ah, you got a channel, Void. I enjoy it. Between work, because our computers, like when I'm normally at work, so everybody knows, usually I have like YouTube plugged into my headphones as I work when I'm in the office. Well, now that they stuck us back here on telework, like they took away all YouTube because it was killing the VPN, like any kind of multimedia. So I use my office computer or these computers here. Oh, you're here? Okay. Um, and what I do is I'll listen to you guys live on a stream, and occasionally I'll come in and say hello and all that stuff. And a lot of times, just it helps me pass the day completely. So if you see me pop in there and I say hellos and all that stuff, yeah, I'm usually staying in your room. It's just I might not be participating much because I'm doing work for work, not like office computers. Same in the evenings. A lot of times I'll come into everybody's room, say hello. I'm either prepping orders for PSA, SGC, any of that stuff. Loading stuff in the store, yelling at my distributor, Blake, calling him every bad word in the book. but it's all in good love. He's probably the only distributor I actually have a relationship like that with, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to think who else there is. Yeah, Void's 18 and over. You definitely want to be 18 and over in his room. You do not want Ma, Pa, or legal guardian coming in with Void Live. Well, see, yeah, because we use a VPN at work because we're not like plugged in. Well, even on plugged in hardline, we still go through a VPN. So everybody would just sit there and they just stream all day. Well, at work, I just usually turn it on, just listen to stuff, people's videos, whatever it may be, and it just helps pass the time away when I'm not on the phone talking away. And like when I was home for the first week, it was so boring and like a dead space with no talking going on. I was like, I'm gonna put on YouTube, and that's what I did. I've probably watched, I don't even know. I bet you for the past 3 months, I probably had at least watched over 1,000 hours of YouTube. No, that's probably way too much. We'll say 12 hours a day. Well, it might be close. I bet you between 700 and 1,000 easy. Oh man, I forgot, what time did they say Magnus is going live today? You guys need to check out Magnus, man. He's a good dude. Trying to go back up here, man. I got so excited with this break. Okay, 5:30. 5:30 Magnus comes on, so 2 hours. I ain't gonna lie, on days like on a Friday, man, when I come home and I'm at work all week, I'm drained. And if I start opening stuff and it's like a blah box or something, my tone stays the whole way through. Today, I was hyper. First card, Aaron Judge, man. That just got me going completely. And for everybody still watching, regardless if you're part of the Facebook group from prior and Breakers TV and what the heck was that other name of that group? Vinny would remember it more than me. Keeping it real or something I broke with or something like that. Keep it real. Um, it's whenever they split. The guy that owned it all started, and I helped out for a while in there. But I do giveaways every Friday through Sunday. It's one nice giveaway. This week is a box of 2020 Score Football. If you go back maybe 2 videos, all you got to do is subscriber, make comment in the video, and you got a chance to win. Usually got anywhere from 30 to 60 people per week. What's up, Sam Arnold? Yeah. Good old Facebook, man. Facebook is full of. I'm not lying. If you're in enough groups in Facebook for cars, and by far there's probably tens of thousands now out there. But if you're in some of the original groups, I don't want to plug their names or not because you can't. It's hard to get into them unless people basically put their wallet on the line for you. But there's some hot cards, cases, and stuff that go on way below eBay. And it's all resin, some stuff for sale. But you get an idea what people's chasing. And I can't tell you how many times I've been in there and I'm like, whoa, that card's going for how much now? And I have like 3 of them laying behind me. When Mike was hitting me up earlier, telling me grab teams how many were left, I think it was like 3 or 4 when he was done. But I was out there knocking out some yard work too, man. Like my front yard, like there's a sidewalk going in between the 2 garages because I live in like a 3 set townhome. I'm the middle unit. So all the stuff on the right side of the sidewalk gets so much sun that I have to like drain it with water. Otherwise, it kills it down real bad. The left side, just a little bit of spray and it's good. I still gotta get the back done, but I figured I'd knock it out tomorrow. Front is accomplished, though. That's all it counts. That's what everybody sees. And I think it's 2 Sundays they start my deck. He's going to power wash her down and then do some remodeling of it. I'll tell you what, I didn't know what a carpenter bee was until I came to Kentucky. If anybody knows what a carpenter bee is, man, those things will eat in your wood and everything. And it's weird because it's just one piece of wood they started trying to get into. So I had to buy these little like hanging traps. I stuck one out there. When did he come by? Wednesday or Thursday? Well, anyhow, last night I went out there and I happened to look at it, and there was like 50 of them dang things in there for carpenter bees in this trap. I had to throw it away and put a new one out. This whole time I thought it was like termites, Jeff. So I spent all this money getting Terminex out here to spray, and it wasn't it. Man, do they ever! And it's just like, so I have, you know, you have, my deck goes up high, so it's like a two-story type deal. So like, you have your basic boards that go in the ground, whatever you want to call them, studs or whatever. Well, they put like these boards that like in between them to help keep them separated so they don't buckle, and it's just this one board. And I was like, man, they have tore this thing down. Because I thought I was going to have to replace, and the guy's like, nah, you don't need to replace it. It's not as bad what we've seen. He showed me some pictures of what these things do. Oh, it was game on then. Game on with them bees. We were at war. What's up, Chat Town? We pulled some absolute fire today. Fire. I haven't been this motivated in a while. This is the 101 Tops Tier 1 Wade Boggs bat barrel. This is the first time I ever pulled a barrel or a knob 101. And then that's Charles's. Luis Robert rookie card out of 199. That was Vinny's. Don't worry, Vinny. I'll get you a picture. Aaron Judge out of 25 started off, and then right behind it was the Wade Boggs, and then a Tatis out of 150. Now there's some other nice cards in there, but I'd say those are probably the highlight reel right there mostly. Yeah, it's just because the way I have it cockeyed and stuff, it's harder to. There we go. If I put it up close, you guys can see it better. That was out of a half case. So the only thing we did not hit in the half case was that clear auto, which if we'd hit the clear auto, I really would have pitied who got the other half of that case, to be honest. Because it has to be a dead case completely. I mean, unless there's like a Bichette in there or Vladdy, maybe a nice Takuna or something. I just can't see it. Or a Griffey Ichiro, something, but I'm guessing not. Oh man, I'm getting kicks out of my text messages popping across my phone. And I haven't even put any of this stuff like on Instagram or the website yet. Man, you all need to start making YouTube accounts so you can come into YouTube chat. What's up, Derby? I know all three of those texts do not have YouTube accounts. I know it too. Man, get with the program. Go make a YouTube account. That way you can come in and chat and not text my phone. I think only one of you were in a break. Yep, only one. I've never seen anything like it. That was pure fire. Pure fire. All right, Charles, I know you're listening because you just texted me again. The answer to your question is maybe. That's what I was telling him, man. These are all some old dudes from Breakers TV, man. Because back when I started on Breakers TV, I would back up stream on YouTube, and you had to because Breakers TV on release day would just go out completely. So everybody then would know go to YouTube and go. I'm putting my phone away. That's it. Phone's away. On YouTube to check the rest of the breakout. Plus, there was no interruption like on Breakers TV, like any kind of question what's going on, because you had that backup going to YouTube. And that's where a lot of these guys come from. That you'll see in the breaks and stuff like that that just never appear in chat. At least one, two of them on this. I'm going to get them make YouTube accounts. I'll find a way. Legally, too. There are a bunch of people who don't have YouTube accounts. I didn't know you could watch YouTube without having an account. Never knew it. Never, ever, ever did know it. But hopefully you all got to get the notifications that we're in the break that we were live because I posted in the Facebook group, I sent emails, I texted, I messaged some people on Facebook. I was trying to catch who was live and stuff. And then eventually I was like, man, it's getting relentless if I'm going to like triple tap some people, so I stopped. Man, y'all keep blowing up my phone. I can see it lighting up in the drawer. Make a YouTube account. I guarantee you, I know you have an Instagram account. I know that. I don't know if you have any other ones. I know you have Instagram. I'm gonna get them that way. I'm gonna make them subscribe to everybody's channel too. But if you guys never got to be part of like Vaughn TV, the change into Breakers TV, that stuff was wild back in like when it changed to Breakers TV. I think 2015 ish, maybe end of 14, somewhere around there. I don't know. Man, that stuff for just it was straight breaks. And they allowed razzing for a while. Then they kicked all the razzers off, and it was just strictly Breakers TV onto it afterwards. And it was just so funny because I want to say it started in like late 2016. Everybody started becoming a breaker. So on release day, if it was something big like Bowman, Contenders, um, or maybe even NT was kind of big back then. It was still getting its grounds. But like Contenders and anything Bowman, the site would crash because they couldn't handle it. So everybody had always backed up, and you would stream two platforms across the board, but we never paid attention to YouTube unless Breakers TV went down. Oh, it's a good day. I'm happy for everybody it hit. Sorry if you guys didn't get anything. I'll try to cook you up with something in the mail. I'll take a look, see what I got. I know this is a little bit harder of a product to hit. It's kind of like NT and uh, Immaculate, stuff like that, where there's not many cards per box. Can't even get some base to even do anything. At least, like with Tribute, there's base cards. Yeah, I got up early this morning to go look for Bowman blasters and hangers for everybody. Dog actually woke me up at 6:30. She's like, "Hey, I need to go." Normally she'll like hang out till about 9ish, but ever since those shots yesterday, I kind of worried. But yeah, I did a run because everything opened up at like 7, and nothing has been restocked anywhere around here. And this goes to show you that when I sat there, I think it was the other day, I was talking. No megas, man, none, none. So to get a retail license, you have to be affiliated with Walmart and Target. Okay, you buy directly from like Tops and Panini. There's no GTS or Peach, Southern, any of that involved. So what I've noticed is these guys will stock like part of their supply up on release day, and then if you notice, all of a sudden everybody gets all these cases of retail in. That's because they're not using it all for Walmart, Target, and everything else. Because I can tell you this time last year, well, heck, even when Prism came out last year, basketball, I could find it all the time. But now, nothing. Heritage, opening day, hockey. There were two footballs like Prestige and I think it was Contenders Draft at the one, but there was another one too. But I mean, it's like everything is just completely picked over. Now, granted, they could have stocked and people grabbed the whole display case and stuff too. I've seen that. I have Bowman Hobby, and I'd have to pull it from. Bowman Hobby's still in the store, and I have Court Kings basketball. I took those out of the store earlier today and tossed them on eBay, but I could always pull them off of there. Yeah, I mean it's really hard. I mean, and the thing is, the when I went in there, this was like probably 2, 3 weeks ago into the Walmart. I was looking at cards, and one of the managers comes out, and that's when he told me nothing's been stocked. And I was like, "Yeah, dudes are all getting freaking followed as they do their runs." And he's like, "No." He said the guy that stalks down here comes to the back, does the dump off, and then he'll leave, right afterwards, so nobody sees him coming in the front of the store. We do the full stocking, but he had nothing in back. Walmart is the hardest one, man. I can remember over a year ago, you could walk in there and you'd see all kind of Prism, Optic, all that stuff. Now it's just gone way, way insane. I lucked out with Prism this year. I found like 4 mega boxes, and then I bought half of the fat pack things that had the red, white, and blues in it. And I want to say I picked a couple blasters. They had no hangers because everybody was hanger hunting. And then I went back next day, picked up some more. The only thing they had left was the packs of the red, white, and blues in it, the multi pack. I picked a few more up, and I went back and somebody like took boxes and all after that. Thanks for coming by, Parker Card Breaks. Good luck on the bathroom remodeling, man. That takes some time and effort there. I am one that cannot do any type of remodeling. I have to hire from the outside. Funny part was my dad did it his whole life. I learned nothing, no skill in that. I'm lucky to be able to put a cat tree together for the cats. Hey, what's up, Caden? Thank you. Yeah, like I said, guys, there is a giveaway. You're all welcome to join in the giveaway in that video. Yeah, maybe I'll get you guys who were blowing my phone up earlier without YouTube accounts. Will go make one. That way, get in the giveaway. Just thought about that, but yeah, I figured if somebody like a box of 2020 score football hobby, something different. I would show some of the hits, but I mailed them off already to SGC this morning, and I put a PSA order out again too. Trying to do PSA every 2 to 3 weeks for right now until I get a lot of this out. That way, I have like an influx of coming in like every 2 3 weeks of PSA too. That's still good, man. If you know how to fix it, that's all good because I can't do it. You know, the thing is, I closed my drawer, so I don't even know what if they're still texting my phone or not. Man, we used to play. They used to do that on breakers. Man, they get the breakers phone number and they start texting during the breaks. Oh man, some dudes used to get so mad. I'd laugh. That's the wrong thing to do there. Are you selling boxes of T1? T1, T1, Tier One? No, I have no more left. I was only be able to. They gave me a half case, so we did a break on it. I think what T1 was Tier One. That's it. And I think the rebuy into the boxes they're around 189 now a box, if I recall right. Pretty expensive, man. I ain't gonna lie. Trying to see what's in my magical drawer here. Have fun. Nothing too cool there. Occasionally I pick up stuff every now and then I toss it in this drawer. Oh man, the beginning of it was just boom. And then about halfway through we hit the Luis Robert. Really, really nice card too. There's some nice ones in there overall. A lot of the copper or bronze, whatever they're calling them, autographs this year, they rotate them around. I think it's all bronze now. Autographs, bronze, silver, gold, if I remember right. Or just bronze, silver in this one. I get so confused between this and tribute with all the different things onto them. There are. It's hard to hit. I mean, you got to look. We had what, probably 3 good boxes out of 6, maybe 4. Well, because Judge and the Boggs were in one, so at least 3 solid boxes. So, I mean, yeah. Honestly, I think Clearly Authentic is a really good product for bang for the buck. This year's I think is around now like $75 a box, but still, I know it's only one card in there. But if I was to open up personals, that would be what I would probably start looking into because you can really hit some nice stuff in there. On top of it, I think I have a full case coming in 2 weeks because they have not cut allocation at all yet, so it's kind of odd. So if I get a full case, we'll run it as a PYT again. Yeah, everything's gone up, chat, immensely. Archive Signature Series is known because they have a lot of one on ones through there. I think I had half a case of it, and we pulled two or three one on ones out of it. Matter of fact, it was three because one of the giveaways was a box of it, and the guy pulled a one on one out of it. Now I remember because he razzed it one night. But there definitely are some really good cheaper products out there. I can remember Clearly Authentic back in 2009 or 2000. What was it? 17, I think is when it started. Yeah, Judge Error. Yep, that was Judge Error. So 17, and I think they were like 49, $50 a box, something like that for the longest. Even last year's was kind of cheap for a while too. But now with all the product getting bumped, everybody started grabbing Clearly and pushed the price up. But still not bad. It is tough spending, $40, especially on Archive Signature Series, because you can get anything in that. Anything at all. At least I know they have a checklist semi too of what the players are into it from what I heard. But I think Clearly Authentic has the best bang for the buck for money wise out of Topps products. Plus, they all come one touched. But regardless, that there's a good product. The other ones I could sit there and think of too. I mean, if you're not going to buy like Prism, Optic, I was preaching Select, and Select jumped way up in everything. I really don't know what'll be the next one out of the Panini stuff for football and uh, basketball now. Yeah, yeah, it's expensive. I don't even know what 2020 Clearly Authentic is costing, to be honest. I'm guessing they're probably going to be about $70 a box to start. Oh, maybe that's it, 75 right now. You got to figure what is that? Two for 150, so a case is 1150. That still ain't bad for a full case to spend 1150 on. You can't get many cases out there for under 1200 bucks. I used to get the historic autograph stuff in. We had it where maybe 2 years ago, and we had like a piece of like George Bush letter and Obama and stuff like that. I mean, look, Clearly Authentic's almost $200 a box. That's like $2,400 a box. So we'll just say 2,300 a case. 2,300 a case is about right for Clearly Authentic, roughly. Would you rather have a case of Tier One, or would you rather go buy Clearly Authentic for 1150? I would probably take my luck with Clearly Authentic over two cases of Clearly for versus one in Tier One. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Then yes, 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 yes. I've seen those. The ones that are by sports. Yeah. I mean, if I had to break down like what I'm spending into a product, see if that helps because it was kind of like going in and out on me there. Um, I usually look at stuff like that. To be honest, would I want to spend 2,300 on Tier One and have a skunk case, or would I rather get two cases of Clearly Authentic, have one skunk case and one super hot case? Like the one year, Acuna Red and Acuna, I think, Green in the same box as his rookie year. I mean, there's some crazy stuff onto it. That's really crazy, man. I have to really have it slanted to see it. And when it's up close, the camera keeps on like dinging in and out. Mostly because of my shadows. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those calls. What would you rather have for your value onto it? Now, if you ask me if I'd rather have a case of Tier 1 or like mm, or a half case of retail Prism basketball this year, I'd take the half case of retail Prism basketball just because you have a ton of rookies you can grade into it. So that's usually how I take in consideration what I buy. I look at what's out, and then I see what is the best bang for the buck, minus new releases. But if I had to rebuy Tier One right now for 2,300, I would almost rather get 6 boxes of retail Prism basketball, and I still probably a little change left over too. So I think they're like 350 ish a box roughly. They might have gone up, but last I looked a couple weeks ago, that's where they were at. But when I do stuff personally, for myself, that's what I look at because with like Prism or Optic, you have a lot of base rookies you can send out, wait your time to get graded, and you should get your money back plus if they grade out well. That's provides centering. Centering, lines, and divots, the three killers on those products. Well, it depends on the relic. Look at NT and flawless baseball relics, so like Clemente, Mantle, Babe Ruth, Gehrig. They go for crazy money. And say it depends on the relic itself. If it's a limited relic that has a nice patch to it of a newer player, you can get big money depending on the product. Look at not Diamond Icons. What the heck is that thing called? I'm drawing a blank to it. It's not Diamond Icons. It's another one where it's like 10 cards per box. It's like expensive as crap. But there's like 101 patches in there that sell for hundreds. Just not dawn on me what the name of it is right now. They Diamond Icons, man. I can see it too. But it comes in a big old thick plastic case. And occasionally you get a gold frame into it. Definitive baseball. There we go. I knew it would come off the tip of my tongue. Definitive baseball. Yeah, immaculate depends on the sport. Baseball, unless you pull immaculate like 101 bat knob or something with Babe Ruth Mantle or Clemente, something like that out of it, piece of game worn. It's like out of 25 normally. People will chase those. But definitive baseball is the one I was thinking of because they have the big old fat patch in there, 101s that were selling really good. I think it was 2 years ago. The Mets were like really, really hot in that stuff too. I just caught my phone. I'll get you, Vinny. I promise you. Vinny wants a picture of that Luis Robert. I gotta send him. Ugh. You guys are all tracking. Magnus comes on at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Make sure you guys go in there and give him some love too. I'm sure there is with Tiger Woods because the past 2 months I've seen so many Tiger Woods rookie cards and upper deck boxes posted in Raz's. I knew something was coming with Tiger Woods. Somebody got inside scoop because they've been going crazy. Those I think it's 2001 upper deck if I remember right. They were I think boxes were like 600 $500 a box, something like that. They've been razzing them at. My fear of getting a box like that is that it's bricked because of the gloss and people not having the right temperature and stuff, and I'd be upset. Me, granted, even if I had one spot at like 50, $60, I'd. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think I predicted his in 2001. Maybe it might have been earlier. I can't remember. I just remember seeing the boxes in a couple groups. At one time frame, I won a Tiger Woods, and it was in a repack break. A Tiger Woods masterpiece auto. This has probably been about 2, maybe 3 years ago, and I think I sold that thing for around 5 or 600 easy. Now I bet you that piece right there is probably at least 1,500. Okay, so it was 2,000. That's what I was thinking. Sometimes I have a good memory on when I see stuff like that pop out, because I know I don't have any boxes of that stuff. Like I said, I was going in the closet to grab some boxes to ship out with, and I found a whole box of these just laying right there. A7 tops. I'm gonna open it tomorrow if nobody's on. Just something to open. The hunt for Barry, Bo, Mark. Probably the big three, really. Oh, Seiko too. Nah, I'm gonna do them tomorrow. I do a whole box because I have to go through them all and see what I'm going to mail out. Because I needed some. The only reason I grabbed that is because I got some '80s stuff before the quarterly special goes out. $8.88 a card through PSA for the month, and I was about 10, 12 cards short of being 25 again. So I figured I'd open this up and hopefully I get some Nolans or stuff in there. And believe it or not, box below it was 88 Donruss. This is all stuff I picked up probably within the last 2, 3 years, either flea markets or whatever. I think I probably paid $3 or $5 for that box. They've done documentaries on Mike Tyson, but nothing that's been like recent. They had that one where it started with the right after the Holyfield incident, and where he lost his license in Nevada and he was fighting all over. And I remember there was a couple like fights that weren't in a U.S. type deal, and he was pretty rough with it in those fights. One he kept fighting after the bell, and one he was locked the dude pretty much down and out in the corner, and the ref had to get in the middle, and he tried saying it. He didn't hear the ref, even though the ref's right in the middle of him trying to break it up. I remember them boxing cards from the early '90s, man. It was like Muhammad Ali was the one that you wanted to get out of those. That and Joe Frazier. Brian was still on. He'd probably remember who made them. I don't remember if that was Pacific or something like that. Might have been Leaf back then too. Yeah, Tier One, man. I haven't even looked at prices this year or what's been pulled yet. Kind of makes me wonder what all this stuff's going for. Oh man, they'll do Bo Jackson eventually because he was the original dual player. Then you had Neon Dion. Bo Jackson's another one. His cards have been going up without a documentary. That's fine though, because that whole 86 toss trader set that I started putting together, PSA 10s, has just increased so much in value because of that. The bonds going stir crazy and the Conseco. I think the bonds, whenever I was putting it together, was like around maybe 100. Bo was probably about 75, 80. Conseco was around 60ish. Yeah, yeah, he does. I wish I still had a lot of stuff when I was a kid, man. I had cards at my dad's house. So when I was deployed in '09 through 10, he failed to pay his bills on his house, and it was sheriff sold. And I still remember in his basement, I had probably about 10 monster boxes. Some stuff through the late 70s and stuff probably from 86 through 95 in there. And it just makes me mad because, man, that stuff just went like we'd open them. If it was nothing we wanted right at the bat, you'd stack them, put them in them boxes. There could be anything. All those subsets. Yeah, Brian, the one with the gray borders. Black Gold, most of those were redemptions, I remember. You had the A, B, C, and D's, and I wish I would have kept those too. Boy. Oh no, that was later. They did the redemptions. That was like in 2003. Yeah, I remember the Black Gold from '93. Yep, there was like one per box, if I recall right. Yeah, those ones there. I couldn't remember. I remember because Muhammad Ali, everybody wanted those because he had like his own little set inside all that. I still remember pulling that Maynome Rayom out of Classics auto, that female goaltender. And that was the same shop they pulled that Nolan Ryan auto out of 90 or 91 upper deck. I think it was 90. No, 91. It was 91 upper deck. Elite Donruss is just hard, man. Those felt like 1 to 2 per case. Yep. Maynome Rayom for Tampa Bay. That was probably the biggest autograph I pulled for a long time. Because those things were like 250 bucks, and I was happier than anything with that. Then they dropped to like 25 bucks. That's when I got rid of it. That was like middle, probably like, oh, I think I was in Georgia, probably '05, '06 ish. There's still a ton of Nolan Ryans to find. A ton. It was. That was huge. Those Donruss Elites were huge. And I don't know how many packs and boxes we opened up at Donruss, never pulled one. Ah, well, the graded ones are starting to go way up on Peyton. Because that's what I've been looking at. Raws, you can still get pretty decent, some of them. But to me, if it's raw without me seeing it, I wonder. I really start wondering. Hey, everybody's in Kentucky. Lexington has a card show in 2 weeks. Chad just hit me up right before we started breaking about a show on 20th of June in Lexington. It's not at the Armory, but it's at some Clarion Hotel. So if you're around that area, check it out. Oh, I could sit there and think about it. I know Brian, I probably opened a couple boxes worth. I know I opened a couple boxes worth of Don Russ. I never pulled one. I'm trying to think what the other ones were. Score Fleer. Wait, I know what it was. It's Score. Remember those? The Master Blasters, 91 Score. If I had to pick a Peyton Manning up a rookie right now, I'd be a toss up because if I'm going to invest the money in a PSA 10 between a Bowman Chrome, I don't know if I'd want upper deck. Depending on what Tops is going for, I'd probably look at something like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Dream Team ones. Yep. Yeah, we opened a ton of that stuff, that Dawn Rust, man. We never pulled an elite. I still remember going to Tobacco Village back in the day. The vending box. That was owned by Zemzik, sixth grade teacher. He used to trade with us all the time. I had him. He was my homeroom teacher. That dude would trade with us all dang time in class. He would stop class to talk about baseball cards. You know, that's a good teacher that will stop his class because he starts like giving like an example with a baseball player or football player, and all of a sudden we start talking cards for like an hour and a half. And all of a sudden you miss like all your morning classes because afternoon they would rotate between math, math and something. I think it was like reading or something. You rotate between classrooms depending on your level. But morning classes, man, you get him talking, you'd forget all about it. Middle of anything, he'd be, oh, we're supposed to review for a test. Well, I'll just go over the test real quick. And all you had to do is try to remember what he was going over and the answers or write them down, and you were acing his tests. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody with it. To be honest, if it hasn't been one on eBay, no idea then. Oh man, he used to do that for us. We used to buy packs. This is no joke. So you had a couple bucks, you'd give it to him, and when he would go to his shop that night, he'd pick them up and bring you those packs in the next morning, and everybody would stand there to get their packs. That's when I was in sixth grade, man. His shop only lasted a couple years too. I don't know, Brian. I don't know if he was still had the shop when you hit up in there or not. If it's on the checklist, they made them. Let me look real quick. I'll tell you real quick. Hold on. That was what 2019. Clearly authentic too. Dang it! I hate using my phone. They're one on eBay right now. Yeah, I can't remember how long he had that shop. Oh, it's not on 99, is it? No, never mind. They made them. It's just probably going to be people hoarded them. Let me see if they ever sold one. Well, they had the one out of 50 on there. 75 out of 30. It's on there. I just don't know where it would be. There's a regular. Nope, nope. Got me now, really. Hmm. Hey, you know what? Some people might just throw them in a box too. That pull them, or some people just don't use eBay. Maybe people are grading them and they're stuck at PSA. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Oh man, I'm glad I put this pillow in the chair, man. My back's been killing me. I gotta go in 2 weeks to get a little workage done. I'll be sore. That's right before that card show. So thankful Chad got tables there. Because if I get beat down there, man, I'm just gonna go behind there and sit behind his display. But y'all need to use the bathroom and go walk around. I got your tables. Go. Whew. Hmm. I swear I've seen that card, and I'm just trying to think where it was. It might have been in a Raz a while back, sometime last year. Because I know it was an '84 throwback. I just can't think where I seen it at. I don't remember. And don't worry, you know how long I looked for that Nolan Ryan from '91 Upper Deck auto for? By the time it came out, I did not purchase one until 2004. And if they would come up on eBay, gone quick as they came up. And it was one night, I'll never forget, I was married. My wife was on our eBay account because she would help me do the listings because I just because of my work schedule back in the day, and she was at home still looking for a job. So a lot of times, because I had to get up at 5 in the morning to be at work, so if I was up past like 9 or 10, she would be like, "Hey, why don't you go to bed and I'll finish these up for you?" And it popped. She found it, bought it that night. I was never so happier. Since then, I've picked up four, so I have a total of five. Yes, I do know there is. Mm-hmm. I have other autos that they produced from Upper Deck with him. One's where he has the football, and there's another one too of him and Henderson on the card. Those were very the one with him and Henderson. Oh, that was the hardest one to find. That was like 20 years plus. I'd never seen one come on eBay, and I was at a card show in Atlanta, and a lot of these dudes knew at that time frame I was like hoarding Michael Jordan, Nolan Ryan mostly then. And guy came up to me. He's like, "You'll never believe what I found." I don't know where he got it from, what card show. It's another state, I know that. He showed that to me, and I made a trade that day. And let me tell you what I traded for this. Remember Julio Jones, the running back for Dallas? I had his contenders auto. Um, and Alex Rodriguez SP authentic rookie. And I had something else in the deal too. I forget, but I traded all that. Julio Jones never amounted to nothing after the initial hype. He was. I was deployed. Oh man, this was the start of my divorce too. So I re-enlisted while I was deployed in Iraq, and I had like this huge tax-free bonus. Right, the bonus itself, let me just say, paid for a lot. Like we spent like $5,000 back then on furniture, nice new furniture, whole house. And so she's like, "Why don't you take a couple thousand and buy yourself some sports cards?" So we agreed on 4,000. I bought boxes of the contenders. Back then it was called playoff contenders football. And I hit the Roethlisberger out of that and Julio Jones. I bought the finest Roethlisberger rookie back then. I bought the SP authentic Roethlisberger rookie back then. And I bought like a bunch of LeBron rookie year stuff too, okay? Only thing I opened was one box of Mystique, Fleer Mystique, and I pulled LeBron. And I ordered these all throughout different times. They weren't like all from the same case. And David Adams, where I mostly got the stuff from. The playoff contenders, I think I had bought like 4 or 5 boxes, and that's what I got out of them. Because everybody wanted Philip Rivers, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and Julio Jones were your big names out of that time. But I'll never forget that guy, man. He remembered me so much from the shows and stuff like that, always looking around. And, you got the guys that ask you what you're looking for and stuff. Orioles ain't a bad team. It just that nothing hit on the Orioles. I think he hit with his other team, though. Rockies, yeah. It comes and goes, Chat Town. It comes and goes. There was a time when I would sit there to do videos for YouTube, and this is no joke. I might open up 4 to 5 boxes before I got a box worthy enough to put on YouTube. Then after that, I just started putting them all. So it kind of looked at sometimes that I'd get real lucky on stuff. But for card shows and stuff, man, back then it was all about talking to each other and making deals. And a lot of this stuff, like I said, I got when I was deployed, especially a lot of stuff from like 2009 and 10 and 2012. So I would just buy it when I always came back. My whole idea was to like get a case of beer and just like drunk open all these boxes, and I never did. The last 2 deployments I never did. And I probably spent between those 2 deployment on boxes probably about 3 to 4 thousand each deployment. Wasn't a whole lot back then. Cards weren't expensive, but it was a good bit of stuff. But yeah, I would just sit there and look and be like, "Ooh, the new Upper Deck basketball, whatever it's called, is coming out. Man, I gotta get that. I want to get a Jordan Auto." Nice. I'll tell you, if you guys really want, if you have a big lots in your areas, hunt big lots. They hide their baseball cards, and sometimes they'll discount the stuff. I found 2018 Tops Update discounted. Just a heads up, man. People don't look in big lots. Somebody told me about that from another state, and I went to my local big lots, and boom, there they were. And they kind of had like a small display, like between the registers. And then the lady told me, "Oh, there's more cards back over in the toys that are discounted." She showed me. Boom, right then and there. Oh, that was over wintertime, somewhere between October, January ish. But people don't really go think Big Lots would have cards, and they did. But when you go by the registers, you got to walk all the way through the registers on the sides. They have like a little display, and that's what she told me about the ones. Well, I don't know if they're open now. They might be. You got to call and see. I'm sure they are. If Walmart's and freaking other stores are now open in your area, then I'm sure they are. Well, granted, Walmart sell food, and so does Target, I guess, in a way too. But Big Lots was the place to go. And I'm talking about Fat Packs, a 2018 Tops Update, discounted, $1.99. And they probably had about 20, 25 packs there. My mom will go to Big Lots once a month back home, and she'll go looking through, and she'll take pictures and send to me. But I don't know. Somebody got word out that way. It already does their area. You did, Hubers. That's what they were. Clearance marked. Big sticker across the clearance. And I sat there and I was like, is this updates? I couldn't tell behind it. So this is long story short. I started pulling the sticker. I almost started ripping the pack, and then I went on my phone to start looking at them online, and I figured out it was the update, and I grabbed every single one of them. I know it was under like it had to be around $50 I spent that day easy in there. It was like between 20 and 25 packs. Because I had them cradled all in one arm against my chest, walking up there, and they were all on each top of each other. And that's a Kuna Soto error there. I'm trying to think where else. Back in the day, like a lot of places, like your little tobacco outlets and stuff, used to carry packs too. I don't know, but there's nothing around here like that. I caught those what are they called, like farm field or something, in our local little tobacco slash alcohol outlet down the road, but I don't. I won't buy them. I mean, if they're open, go through, walk through. You'd be surprised sometimes what you find in places. You have to be smarter than the regular people that are going to go into Walmart and Target and buy everything up. Fairfield, yeah, yeah, that's it. And if you just sit there and like a lot of times people will post like pictures, look at this I found here and there. And you're like, man, I'd never thought of it being there. Go check and look. Antique malls. Let me tell you another place to go. Go to antique malls whenever they open back up. Those little rinky-dink hole-in-the-wall places where people like will have like their little booths and stuff in there. I can't tell you what I picked up in Michael Jordan insert. Actually, I can. Let me show you. 50 cents, 25 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents. Those I pulled. 50 cents, 50 cents. I pulled those. I pulled that. 50 cents. I pulled that. If you go through there, and I'm telling you, like any kind of antique mall, peddler's mall, whatever it is, them stands at, especially now with all the insert cards from the 90s going insane prices, go through and look at them. You might just find yourself a PSA 10 worth a couple $100 laying in there. You'll find old boxes and sets of cards from 90s. $5, $10. When the place down the road opens back up, I know what they had in there. Because I didn't even think they would had it in there to begin with. It's just a regular antique store. The lady I work with told me about there was like this hidden little aisle of baseball cards in a glass case. I picked up the 91 Topps micro sets for $5 a box or a set. And he had all kind of stuff just laying in there. And I know there were Griffey inserts from the 90s. And I'm going back there as soon as they open. I'm buying every one of them. I don't care if he has $1 or $2 marked on. I'm buying them, and they're going to get graded. You got to look for stuff like that out there because everybody's looking at flea markets, auction little places and stuff like that, to the estate sales, to Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS's, and all that stuff. Think outside the box. And don't ever be afraid to sit there and tell, if you're older, that you collect sports cards and baseball cards, because people will come up with some of the wildest stories and tell you. I was working with the Army, and I was with Casualty and Mortuary Affairs. And somebody knew I collected baseball cards. Okay, well, he had all these Desert Storm cards. Now, they weren't in the best condition. Like, the best one might have been like a Ricky Henderson, okay? There was no Chipper Jones or Nolan Ryan, stuff like that. He's like, yeah, man, if you go out to Bardstown, there's this little antique place out there, or trader market. There's all kind of stuff out there like that. I brought $500 cash with me. I had to go to the ATM because I loaded up on that much stuff with wax sitting there and everything. So it's always that people see it out there. They just don't think it's worth anything. Now it's like a different story. People are starting to catch on to it. What's up, Ant? But I'm telling you, if you go to places like that, flea markets, you got to get there early. Everybody's like 6 o'clock in the morning trying to find that stuff. Go outside the box and stuff like that there. Look at like Jabs. If you guys know who Jabs' family is, he goes all over Pennsylvania, those flea markets, to get stuff like that. Thanks, Hubers. Appreciate it. But look for stuff like that out there. Because you're gonna, those little antique shops and stuff, you can find some great stuff. And now with all these insert sets from the 90s being graded and worth so much money, in Jordans, I'm telling you, they're lurking in there. And unless somebody's like actively following it and knows where to look, you can scoop up something right now. It's not like trying to find, a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle laying in a box of cards. Now you could find all those 90s insert cards and stuff that was overpopulated, and look at the price of PSA 10s. The biggest thing is type in on eBay 1987 tops PSA 10. Look at what Bo Jackson, Barry Bonds, and all that stuff is. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, guys, I mean, especially for no matter if you're, 12 years old or you're 40 years old plus, you got to think outside the market for deals. I mean, to find hidden treasures out there. Yeah, that stuff there. Like I'm telling you, chat. I've been trying to put the 86 top set PSA 10 together. I bought them when they were on eBay at like two, three, $4 a set for 86 tops. I probably and I won a half case of it in a Raz. Tried to buy it out, but the people that had three other spots didn't want to give up their spots for me to all it. So I was like, okay, run it. Fine, whatever. But I'm virtually going to put that PSA 10 set together within the next year or two and finish it up, and that's money. But yeah, always look around where you're at. No matter where you go into, if they're selling old stuff, antiques, they probably got baseball cards. You could ask them. Mike, is that you? I'm just guessing by last name. Hold on, let me get it focused again. Come on. There you go. Ha! I got one of them. Somebody subscribed. All right, got Mike on here now. I know you just normally watch this stuff. Yeah, Boston. Dude, this was the first box. Aaron Judge out of 25. Wade Boggs 101. First box. Robert Tatis. You hit the Astros. I gave them away, but I don't think any Astros came out, to be honest. Man, I can't even get into it. There we go. Robel Garcia. Brendan Rodgers. Reese Hoskins. Biggio Relic. That's the Cavan guy. Grisham. I think that's Brew Crew. Tanaka. Two Bradleys. I believe you had the Indians. I've been going for a while. Kershaw. Supposed to be like, man, that's the longest tier 1 video in life. Half case, too. Dozier, Royals. Jake Rogers for Tigers. Kane. Savale. That's another Indians guy. Tino Martinez auto. Royals Dozier. And Gurriel Jr. When I saw this, I saw the G and the Jr. real quick. And I thought it was Vlad. See, now you got an account and you're subscribed. There's a video where I'm giving that away. I don't know if you're. I think you used to do football. That's the hobby box. Yeah, I remember hitting your name a couple times while I was calling stuff out. Mike's been around for a long time with me. Very, very long time. I bet you what, 3 years now, Mike? From I don't know, I can't remember if it was Breakers TV or eBay. Yeah, Facebook group for a while. You followed me when I was helping out that keeping it real second version. It's been a long time. I saw the last name, but I wanted to make sure when I saw it. I was like, I want to make sure before I say anything that it was you. Yeah. Now, if I can just get Charles and Matt to come on here, I'll be golden. The text messages that I received for this once it was hit, because you could just view YouTube without an account, man, was crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yeah. What I was there telling, I was like, man, a half case. I'm telling you, that was a killer half case. Though either the other half case had that clear auto for sure in it, but it was either dud or that was probably like a super case. No idea. That's the very first time I pulled a bat knob or bat barrel 101. I mean, I've knocked off every name for autographs from Tom Brady to Mike Trout. Took forever. That was like 2 years to pull a Mike Trout auto. Um, every single one I've nailed. And I've been bat knob and bat barrelless. Now I say the only thing really is a bat knob maybe I need to pull, but mine was always I want to pull a knob or a barrel. I don't think we're really going to break anything else probably until uh, clearly authentic end of the month, as long as they give me a full case of it. We might do a mixer because I got 3 boxes of museum and 3 boxes Topps Finest, so we'll probably do a mixer with that. Like not a mixer, but like combine them into a PYT like the old ways. That'll be it for baseball really for the month. But yeah, every week from Friday through Sunday, Mike, I do a video. It'll say like YouTube subscriber giveaway. All you gotta do is just comment 'cause you're already subscribed in now. But get a chance to win a box, card, whatever I put out that week. Sometimes autographed jerseys, baseballs, whatever it may be. Usually like Friday around dinner time it'll go out and then okay. And then Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, I don't take any more comments. Like, I'll make an announcement in a comment, anything past it don't count. And then I'll come on an hour later, and then I'll use random.org. Top person gets it. Mickey Mantle autograph I gave away was on like a kind of like a postcard. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Yeah, I've been stocking up on a lot of stuff. You guys could always post channels. I don't care. The only time it would probably matter would be like if we were doing an auction, which I don't really do. So yeah, I've been trying to pick up stuff on the side a lot. I think Paul Gold because nobody's touched like Paul Goldschmidt at all. Certain rookie cards where every other one skyrocketed, and there's still that one or two version that nobody's touched it. I think might go up. But trying to find different things offhand. Eventually, by end of the year, because with the whole COVID-19, I'll do a repack product, and I'm not too sure where I'm set on price yet. but I want to be able to guarantee there's a minimum value in it. I'm not talking like 50, 60, 70%, at least 90% at the time of making it, because cards could go up or down of value onto it. So PSA is actually checked in two of my things. One is actually in the grading process now. So once it starts swinging through, by end of the year, I'll make a repack and we'll do something with it where people can just buy a pack type deal. I just got to see how I'm going to do the whole thing. And I'm not going to buy like extreme boxes to put the stuff in to start charging more in the boxes. I'm just going to use the old small, what do they call them, small flat right USPS boxes, and like put them in a bubble envelope inside it, mix them up, put numbers on them, and might be rinky dink, but it just you don't have to put all that crazy cost into it. Well, Mr. Judge, how dare you not be in your stack? Really odd. I guess XSplit stops counting viewers after 1 hour. It works. I can click it right now to take me to your channel. Oh, it don't work. No idea. I thought it wasn't hyperlinking. I don't know. What's up, Obvious? How you doing? Put a little fire today. A little bit of fire. Like over an hour ago. I've been just on here chit chatting away. I know Magnus is coming on at 5:30, so no, this was a break for other people. That was probably the big card. Wade Boggs Bat Barrel 101. Really sweet. Nice Aaron Judge out of 25. The bronze auto. Oops. See, I was stacking these backwards. Luis Robert rookie out of 199. Tatis out of 150. Oh, there it is. Yeah, normally you guys do because I usually link it onto the business page, not the Facebook group, but I'll usually share them afterwards onto it. The issue is like whenever you go live though, they have to go back through and double check the whole video to make sure like I didn't do anything crazy on it before they'll approve it for viewership. So, but if it's just something I do off not live, I just share. Then I have to wait usually about a day to share the video. Yeah, go ahead, man. You're all good. Yeah, normally because I'll share all the videos on Facebook. I think about forgetting you can watch them that way on there. It is now. See, like if I'm doing a video that's not live and I'm going to upload it, I can pre say like there's no violence, there's no gang stuff, and all this stuff in. They take my word. But if I go live, they have to review it, and it could take an hour. It could take a day before it pops. but I can still give the link out to the video for people to watch. It's really weird, but it won't show on the homepage till after. Well, it doesn't remove the video. What it'll do is it'll spam it, and you can't have it being monetized. Now, it depends on the music you play too in the background too. So, like, if you're not set for adult over 18, and say you're playing like rap music, they will ban the video. You are correct. Yep, that's correct. Yep. I can't tell you how many of my beginning videos from Breakers TV where I backed it on YouTube are like they cut out all sound on it. There's no sound on them at all because of the music. And you see, if you do have music in the background, you have to pay them. Not you pay them, but you have to put in your comments that it's copywritten. All this, you can't have it monetized. It's craziness. I just don't even play music onto it anymore. And say, for example, like, say I would be like starting to give out props to BCW and they sponsor the video and pay me money. I have to go through and let YouTube know I got paid to do this video by BCW, which I didn't. So, YouTube, don't go doing anything to me. I'm just using this for an example. BCW is one of my suppliers. That's all I say. And this is where I get my supplies at. And no way did they pay me to do this video. I wanted to make sure that's clear before we lose the video. But I also have a recording on the backside of this that I could redo and just cut out to the break itself too. You, Mike, remember how many times I had freaking Ultra Pro in the first, like, anything bigger than 100 point case? The first three and the last three were so bowed. That's what turned me off. BCW's plastic and stuff is just so much better. So much. And I used to be all Ultra Pro as well too. I mean, now granted, if BCW's out of stock, I would have to use Ultra Pro, but a majority, I would say 90% of my stuff is all BCW. It does. It'll split down the middle and everything. Probably about the same, really. See, the difference is Ultra Pro will not give you a distributor license. It's weird that you have to have something else with them. I forget what they call it. And BCW will give you a distributor account long as you have all the stuff onto it. Yeah, let me see if I can find yours. Oh crap, that's not the way I wanted to do this. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Hold on, let me go this way. Why can I not find you? There you are. Let me see if this works. Yeah, that works. See it. Chinese bug. I think I remember that now from Bates. Have a good dinner, Aunt. Yeah, I think I remember that from Bates's room. Man, you'd remember the other guy was in here last week with me. I was opening Bowman up. Use Goose. I don't remember if it was on camera or live he did or he talked about it, but I remember it. Hey guys, don't mean to be a pain. All right, no problem. Post your links if we're going live. That let people know. That might have been where I seen it then. He might have showed the pics when we were on Breakers. No, he doesn't. He last thing he broke was Bowman draft, and before that he was gone for like a month or two. And I don't know if you remember Use Goose at all. I think that's how you say his breaker's name. But it used to be like him, Funk, and all that, or the Funk, Dragon, all those dudes. And we were talking about because when Optic first came out basketball, we were buying up all the velocities we could find. And like Bates was crazy buying them. Like the only time I could ever go buy velocity basically was when Bates was breaking live and people would post them. No joke. We used to love when Bates would come live to go buy velocity cards. Yeah, he was. He was a big basketball dude. Yeah, I have not seen him on since he did draft, and I mean his website's still up, but I think he's done. I think honestly, he invested so heavily into all that basketball, and I can see that he sold out and he's done. But he also had I think he had rental properties in Ohio when he moved back there that he bought into. So I'm guessing it might be something with that too. But I definitely can see that, if he still had all that basketball graded. Oh man, I remember whenever Bateson had that other guy in there used to break with him. I forget his name. And he left and started his old channel. I'm not either. Far, far from it. I tried him, and I just no. Oh no, Bates. You if you watched him, his chats are always fun, man. That's no problem. Magnus at 5:30. I like platinum. I know a lot of people don't. When I first started out being a breaker and needed all kind of assistance, so many people shunned me because I would ask questions, and I did it away like it through emails. I never did it live in chat and stuff like that. Platinum and Bates were two people who really helped me out with distributors, what to go do, and everything. I don't break with Platinum anymore. I barely break at all. So the prices are high, and I can't get into NT basketball and stuff like that. Regardless if it's Platinum breaking it, Bates breaking it, or whoever, it's just way too high across the board. Even Bowman this year again, way too high. When you're talking $200 for a random team, I can't do it. Occasionally, I'll take a stab at them, and I've been lucky if you watched in Jacob's room, Monster Den, where I hit the Pelicans this year. But last year, I was hitting the Pelicans when I was trying to chase Luca and Trey. So it kind of made up this year. I seen that Longoria up. I love bat knobs and bat barrels. I do. I own a total of six in my safe. Nobody big. Probably the average would be what about what Wade Boggs would go for. Occasionally I'll watch, but I used to watch a lot while I was at work or listen, so that way I could see there and actually pay attention, to what I'm breaking, what the heck these cards look like and stuff. But that's about it. Steel City, yep, they used to be Pittsburgh Wholesale, Layton. Jaspy's, he went on his own. He's no longer under Gelf. Well, I mean, that's what I used to do while I was at work, man. Before I'd break, I'd sit there. I'd probably get in a couple of platinums breaks during the day or baits, and I'd watch, and that way I knew what the product was because there's so many variations of this stuff. Yeah, he still does. They're on their own. You had Rip City Cards, Bates, Jaspy. There was like one or two other guys when they first started underneath Gelf. And then it was just down to Bates, Rip City, and Jaspy. I don't know if Bates separated from him or not. He might have. I have no idea. I know Jaspy did because they put a big message out on email one time about it. And then Rip City, if he still breaks, then he would still be under him too. I remember there was two other guys on there. It wasn't Big Texas Breaks. It was somebody else like that though. I can't remember. When I started out, I was like the new guy, and nobody else came on. Breakers knew until it was Beautiful Breaks. I don't know if anybody remembers Beautiful Breaks. The Blez, and there was one more. Gargoyle Breaks. G1 still breaks. I know that. Yep. Yep. That was a show. Beautiful Breaks. That's it. Firehand. I knew there was another one. Yep. Because I used to. You could never get on at Friday or Saturday nights to break if you were new. Oh yes, it did. Very, very, very old. So what I did when I started was I would come on Sundays at like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I would fill my case up, break it, sort it, ship it. That's how I did it. And I would just post my break, and I'd let go live, but not be live type deal on Friday and Saturday nights and let people buy it. And then I'd come on Sunday mornings, and people would either do a filler real quick, and we'd knock it out. Hey, have a good one, CBC. If you get a chance, stop over Magnus. He'll be on in like 20 minutes. He's doing some sweet stuff tonight in there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you can get some good steals on eBay. Ah, appreciate it. I learned over time. Trust me. Whenever you start getting into different places, seeing how they package it, and then when I started getting in the Raz world, I started noticing different ways of packaging were better, and I really liked it. I mean, when I first started out, everything was bubble envelope, team bag, and all that stuff. And then I started moving when I got deals on the 25 and 50 count slide things. I'd put all the base in those and send them out. But I really like putting it. I know people hate boxes coming, but to me, if I can get it in a box and send it to you, it has that much extra of not being jacked up like a bubble mailer. Especially when you start doing larger breaks. Yeah, and I've started to see I got these new bubble mailers they sent me, same company. They're a lot more stiffer than what I was using. So what I've been doing is putting the cards in here, doing the half thing, and flipping this around, then sticking another bubble envelope to give it the extra padding with the cardboard. Gotta find that Joe Ryan guy that haunts me in Bowman. Mm-mm-mm. Mr. Joe Ryan. He is my nemesis this year. Yeah, I'll never forget when I started using boxes. I think it was when we did Allen and Ginter, and it was just so heavy. And the feedback I got like with the boxes was amazing. That's why like I get I think it's like $50 in boxes every quarter from eBay for free, and I'll add a couple to it. But when you start doing those larger ones, where the product to me, if it goes a little bit over a pound, it needs to go in a box. That's just my philosophy. I try to use. And then anything like for me, if I sell, if it's over $300, it's going priority small flat rate box, and I bubble crap out of that thing inside, and even shorter too. Yeah, I thought the golden rule was either 14 or 15. If it's over 12, I'll put a priority for somebody. Just in case my scale's off, which it never has been, it's usually over instead of what more than what they get. You get $50 priority with priority. So a lot of times like even with breaks and stuff like this Wade Boggs, I'll set it in short to Charles. It's only a couple bucks. I mean, it ain't no big deal. But in case something happens along the way to it. Now, I mean, great. Now, if you hit a card over $1,000, $1,500 and it starts costing $20 for insurance, usually people have paid that up front. They just hit me up on the side. But something like 500 to 1,000, I don't mind doing insurance on for something big comes out. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. See, I knew it was a number 13 that was in there. That's what it is. Because the lady used to always tell me about that. But see, I'd always bring my stuff in. I've always printed from home. Once I learned that magic trick, it was game on. Plus, if you print from home, it saves you sometimes 50 cents or so, which to me is like the cost of the bubble envelope and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. They've done that before, and that's why I think I've gone with the Magic 13 on it, to be honest. That might be why, over the years, that's probably like 2, 3 years ago, they told me something about that. And thankfully, through the years, I haven't had a whole lot of people that had lost mail or damaged mail. I can tell you a couple of times when people got boxes, they were very happy I packed it in the boxes due to a lot of shipments being banged around and stuff like that there. And team bagging each card inside a freaking, basically a graded bag in case it gets left on their porch and it's raining, that the card don't get wet. What are you doing? Somebody up there? Dog's looking upstairs like somebody knocked. They usually ring doorbells around here. We've been having a lot of people coming around here recently, soliciting church services. Kershaw relic ain't too bad out of all the relics that you could possibly get. No good variations. French back. I don't think anybody else got a French back out of any of the boxes. Those must be a hard hit then. Yeah, I think you're the first person to tell me they got a French back out of like 6 or 8 boxes. I was just gonna say, is that Doolittle or not? I can't remember who it was. And what's bad is I didn't watch much baseball last year on TV, and without it on this year, I'm like clueless on where half these players went to, unless it was like a big announcement, like Garrett Cole going to Yankees or something like that. Sometimes I look at these, I'm like, oh man, I didn't know he was traded. Really? I figured that would have been numbered out like 199 or something or 299. That's odd. Did you hit any of the rookies in there, like the Alvarez and Aquino and who was it, Bichette and Kay and stuff like that? Ah, Clubhouse Collection. That's what it was called. Yeah, I think Alvarez and Aquino are on one together. Bichette and Kay. Nico Horner's on with somebody. Uh, I know those there. I sent some off to be graded. Long, long wait line for that. But in case they ever amount to anything, they're worth something down the road. Because you know how it is with Heritage, man, them rookie cards. One day, like Acuna and people like that are worth nothing. Next day, they're selling for crazy money. The bases. I'll go. Trying to see if I can get her while I'm making noise, but even skipping these deck of cards ain't doing nothing. Huh. 71, man. That's still a hard year. Let me stretch here, see if I can grab these. I could hear her upstairs. She better not be eating cat food. That's the rookie stars of Alvarez and Aquino like that. Now there is a regular variation, but I've never seen the single player ones. Bichette and K, Horner and Azalea. Let's see here. Those are just things I hit out of the boxes. I had the shiny one. I might have sent it off already. Yeah, I've been trying to hold on to some of that stuff and just grade it down the road and hold it. Anymore, if the price is out there, it's the only way I can afford to buy my PC stuff. That big surge this year, man, helped and hurt both ways. Helped on sales and hurt on PC collections big time. Oh, she sees something outside. Yeah, I'm grading those ones, the two-person ones. I know a lot of people like them, and their first Bowmans, I think, were PSA 10s that people were razzing like around $100 or so. So it can't be too bad if they fill that quick. There must be like a semi hype on him somewhere out there. I know he's a cubby, but there has to be a little bit more onto it. Let me guess. You want something, little pug, because you're all over the place. Nah, you don't get grumpy. Yeah, sorry, they do have the new Ace Performers. I sold a lot of those when I opened a couple boxes myself and sold a bunch of this stuff, and then I got into one break where I hit they comboed the Astros and Reds in a filler. That's why I have all those. And then I got into a 5 case break with Series 1 and took the Reds for like $120. And I trust me, I got probably like 50 Aquinos that I need to get graded now between the regular rookies, the 35th anniversary, the tops crazy packs that I call them. No autos and no variation out of it all, but Keno ever becomes a stud, I may have something there. Yeah, still going strong for a little bit, just hanging out. I got Magnus is coming on here shortly, so he doesn't really come live that much, and he does some nice giveaways. Oh, he's live now. Let me get you guys on there. I'm only gonna do them like once a month, Derby the sales. Anybody that wants to go there, that is Magnus's channel. He doesn't come live often, but he does do a nice giveaway for people that participate in his videos and stuff like that. So you guys can check him out if you want. But I'm going to call it a day so I can take the dog outside because I think that's what she's bothering me about. She needs to go out and use the grass. I do appreciate everybody who was in the breaks coming by, watching the videos and everything. And I will be live tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, with a giveaway. Other than that, I got to get some photos out to Vinny and stuff. I want to get everything good for everybody. Thanks for coming by, Mike, and thanks for getting that YouTube account, man. I've been trying to get everybody to try to get the YouTube account so they can come on here and chat and stuff when I do the breaks or come live. But you guys check out Magnus. He has some great stuff he's giving away today. I'm talking like vintage and graded, and there's a Ricky Henderson auto and stuff like that. So check him out. But I do appreciate everybody. I didn't realize I've been on for so long too. Somebody's gonna be like, "This is a record of a half case tier 1 break." But take care, and I'll see you guys later.